What's up, guys? This is Vincent here, coming back with another video. This is
What's
going to
up,
be a little
guys?
bit
What's up,
different
guys?
than our normal. It's not going to be like a story or like a review or anything. But as many of you know, that this Sunday coming up, The Walking Dead has a new season, and it's actually looking good. So if you're
Season
like
10,
me or
baby!
Logan, if you're like me or Logan and stopped watching when they had the little slump where it got a little bit boring,
Hell yeah, I
and are
quit.
wanting to watch it again but have no idea what happened, Finn is here to fill you in from about season 6 to season 9.
Yep. So basically, everyone I know and most people stop watching at season 6 because everyone knows season 6 and 7 are really, really bad. But I'm gonna catch y'all up so y'all don't have to watch those awful seasons. So all right, we're just gonna go ahead and start out with season 5, episode 16. Basically, what happens is the finale of season 5. All you need to know is Rick kills Pete. All right, Rick kills Pete, and then Morgan shows up, who's been following them for however long. Um,
That's
Morgan's
the
not
guy in
even on The
Fear,
Walking
right?
Dead anymore.
And
Yep,
from the first
he's on
season.
Fear now. Yeah, Morgan shows up. He's like, Rick, what are you doing? As Rick shoots this guy in the head, Pete. Yeah, season 6 is one of the worst seasons the show has ever put out. Basically, the only thing that happens is they're arguing over who needs to be the the political leader in Alexandria, which is the place that they're staying in, and they start noticing that Negan and the Saviors are messing with people in the area, and they're trying to stay away from them as much as possible. And in the last episode of season 6, something happens that's really big. The only thing that's important to the show, it's honestly not important because they don't show what happens until season 7, but Rick and everybody are trying to get Maggie to the Hilltop, which is another community that's a couple miles, I don't know, it's pretty far away. But they're trying to get Maggie there because she's pregnant with Glenn's baby. So this is what happens. Negan and the Saviors cut them off as they're running through the woods because there was a trap set up for them, and they can't get past that either. So they're running through the woods, and Negan and the Saviors cut them off. They sit them all down in a circle. They have Eugene already because he was gonna sacrifice himself so they could get out of there without anything happening to him. But of course, Eugene, being Eugene, does not come through like always because he's an awful character. He's getting better though in the newer seasons, but I'll get to that. So basically, they're surrounded. They sit them down in a circle, and what's known as Negan's speech happens. You see, he does the eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing, and it stops right when someone gets hit. It doesn't show who it is. It's like in their point of view, like you're looking up at Negan, and that's the end of season 6. Thank God that's out of the way. That is really not an eventful season. Nothing really happens. Season 7 is more eventful, but it's still not a good season. So, the first episode of this season is probably one of the most heartbreaking episodes of this show. And we lose Glenn and Abraham. Glenn's a day one character. Abraham came in like season 4, I think. And that sucks because Maggie's pregnant with Glenn's baby. And it's just really, it's not good. And everyone is pissed at Negan, and they're already thinking of how they're going to get back at him. And this sparks the all-out war. That's what this arc is called. This is like a 2-season arc where it's, well, I'm not going to say versus yet because basically Rick's a pussy in the 7th season because he doesn't want Negan to kill anyone else with Lucille. That's his bat. It's wrapped in barbed wire. And he doesn't want him to kill anybody else. So he has to suck up to Negan. And Maggie is really broken, and for some reason she doesn't have this baby for like 8 years. I don't know. She's pregnant for like literally the entire show, but I'll get to her having the kid actually, but basically this entire season is Rick sucking up to Negan, and I don't really think anything eventful happens in this season. No, yeah, no, I don't think so. Um, yeah, no, wait, I think no, that's season 8. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, nothing happens in this season. It's not a good season either. Season 8, it's a lot better. You start to get a little bit of hope for the show actually, and this season everyone is finally like, we've had enough of this. We're not going to suck up to Negan anymore. We're not going to take this anymore. We are going to stand up for ourselves, and we're going to kill him. We're going to try to kill him. And obviously this does not happen if you've watched the trailer for season 10, because Negan's still alive. Negan's not dead. There's all this fighting, and it's a pretty good season. There's a lot of action, and basically what ends up happening is Sasha, nope, she showed up in the prison season. She dies. That's unfortunate. She tried to kill. I think it was season 8. It might have been season 7, but if I'm wrong, it doesn't really matter. She literally killed herself. Not that big of a deal for the story, but yeah. Okay, so back to season 8. It's just a bunch of fighting. Negan's pissed that Rick is starting to get mad at him for all this stupid stuff, and the kingdom with King Ezekiel and his tiger. I think Shiva's dead at this point, but he had a tiger. It was pretty cool. It was some of the best episodes that show's had with Shiva, and Shiva was just fucking up the zombies and shit. It was pretty cool. But basically the hilltop, the kingdom, and Alexandria, that's the 3 places that are trying to stand up to Negan, because he has full control over all of these places, and he is getting their supplies, and they're running out of supplies and all this shit. So basically what happens is Negan, the saviors, this is a very important part. They capture Eugene, okay? And everyone is like, well, I don't really care about that. And Eugene is acting like all suck up to Negan, yes sir, no sir, all this shit. Eugene saved everybody. Eugene saved everybody. And we had no idea the entire time. It was honestly really shocking, and I didn't think it would happen. But basically in the end, when everyone is about to fight and they're all about to charge, all the saviors, they have their guns out and they fire, and they would have killed everybody. Eugene messed up the bullets on purpose, and it backfired, and it literally exploded and killed all of them. And it was just Negan and a couple others left. Okay, so Rick attacks Negan, and he slits his throat. We think he's dead. He's not. Cuts back to Negan, and Negan's still alive, and Maggie is really pissed, obviously, because, well, the guy killed her husband or boyfriend, or we'll just say husband and wife because they're pretty much that. She was obviously pissed about that. I mean, everybody else was too. Michonne and Rick are a couple at this point in the show. Yep, they are. They are on each other's side, and Maggie is not having any of it. So this basically sparks the end of Maggie. She's not dead, but she is absent in the show right now. She kind of just dips out with the kid that she finally has, and they name him like Glenn Jr. or something. But no, Herschel. They name him Herschel after her dad. Yeah. Basically she dips out, and the end of season 8, she's like, yeah, no, we need to take Rick out, and you think that they're gonna like plot against them, but then she just ends up disappearing. She had another show to do, and then they just played it off as she kind of left with the kid. She's supposed to return in season 10 though, which is I don't know how that'll go down, because I'm about to get to that in a second. Basically what happens is season 8, that's pretty much all that happens. Negan is locked in a cell, and all this stuff happens. It's not really relevant to the story, but we're gonna move on to season 9 now. Season 9. Now this is where I really start to get hope for the show, and something happens in this season that I felt should have happened a long time ago, and it was a really good idea. Okay, season 9. Negan's locked up in this basement, and I believe, yeah, okay, there's a 6-year time jump from the All Out War arc, and basically Negan's still down there in that cage, and everybody is living, everything's completely fine, and, well, of course, something had to go wrong, because that's not how The Walking Dead works. There's a big horde. This is about halfway in the season, and Rick had to sacrifice himself to kill all these zombies and save basically everybody. But here's the good part about this. Rick is not dead. Rick, that is his last episode, Andrew, what is his name? That's
Andrew
Rick.
Lincoln?
Yeah. What is his name?
Is that his name? Is it Andrew
No.
Lincoln?
Yeah, Andrew Lincoln. Yeah. Okay. Andrew Lincoln, that's his last episode as Rick Grimes in the show. Now I'm going to get to the in the show thing in a second. Basically, he's not dead. There's this place called the Commonwealth. It's in the comics, and it's going to be a big role in the movies. Now I'm going to get to this after I've explained all of the seasons. So, Rick's not dead. He gets picked up in this helicopter. It's the Commonwealth. That's all y'all need to know for right now. I'll get to that in a second. So, basically, Rick's dead. There's another time jump, I believe. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's another time jump. And then, Michonne is in charge. Then Alpha and the Whisperers show up. Now, Alpha and the Whisperers, this is where the show gets really good. So, there's this girl, she shows up, and Henry, he's this little kid. Well, he's not little in this season because there is a time jump. He kind of has a thing for Alpha's daughter, who just kind of shows up, and she had to ran away. Well, no, they capture her. Yeah, they capture her. And then she kind of manipulates the kid, but then she actually turns out to be a really good character in the future. So, basically, she doesn't want to go back to her mom because her mom's evil. Alpha's crazy. And, basically, there's just all this, like, scare tactic and all this stuff, and then Jesus dies. Let's go ahead and say it like that. Jesus gets messed up. He gets a sword through his back because the Whisperers, basically what they are, they wear zombie skins, so you can't tell if they're human or not, and they got surrounded, and he got bamboozled. That's all I'm going to say for that. He just got bamboozled. Aaron was kind of sad about that. They were pretty good friends. I'm just going to get right to the end of the season because, honestly, it's just a bunch of running around and chasing each other and all this crap, and it's just not really that relevant. So, the sticks. The sticks. Okay, so Alpha sneaks into the kingdom during what they were doing is like a fair or something, or getting everybody together so they could bring all the communities together again, because when Rick died, all the communities didn't really talk to each other anymore. So Alpha sneaks into this place and she steals a bunch of people. Yeah, she cuts a bunch of people's heads off, puts them on pikes. Yeah. It was... I knew it was going to happen for a long time because it happened in the comics, but... Yeah, that's what happens. It's, Henry. That's one of the people. Tara. She gets killed too. Couple others. Just, I don't know. Yeah. Those are the relevant characters. Okay. So that's the season finale right there. And it's gonna pick back up with no, never mind. Hold on. it's like the kingdom falls apart basically. So they have to dip on the kingdom, and then they also dip from Alexandria, and they're headed to the hilltop, but it's snowy, and they have to cross Alpha's territory. That's where we're left off, and we're gonna see what happens with that. I'm thinking it's gonna be a pretty good season. Maggie should be coming back, but they are setting up the movies right now. So what I was talking about earlier, Rick's not dead. He's gonna be in the movies. Michonne is supposedly supposed to leave halfway through the season to go because she finds out Rick is alive. That's what the showrunners are saying. Yeah, that is pretty much a catch up from season 6 to 9. I'm sorry if I didn't do a good job. It's a lot to remember, but yeah, that'll pretty much do it for this video, guys. I'll see you guys later.
See y'all.
Peace.
See ya.
I hate you, Ryan.